Brazil is the new head of household. Who will she nominate for eviction? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 5 All-Stars. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 5 All-Stars. It's day 87 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Brazil is the head of household. Who will she nominate for eviction? We'll find out shortly. But first, after the dust has settled from Tuesday's hullabaloo, I hope we can all move on. I've already apologized. It was definitely a mess, but all we can do now is move on and adapt from this situation. And so I hope that we can end the season in these next 13 days strong so that season 5 can still be the best season, because up until Tuesday, it was the best season, and I still think you have the potential to beat season 2. So before we get to the nomination ceremony, there's a couple things. One, I have the second last recipe of the season, and here to do it is, joining us from the jury house, Joanne. I'm Joanne. I just partied it up hard with Brenda and Sarnia. She was so happy that fucking Curtis got evicted. I didn't care that much that he was evicted. I just used it as an excuse to do tequila shots. I love tequila. I also love Tim Hortons donuts, except that fucking vanilla dip because it has fucking sprinkles. So if you want a vanilla dip without sprinkles, here's how you do it. First, get your vanilla dip donut. Then, by the way, Dunkin' Donuts has vanilla dip without the stupid sprinkles. Then take a Parmesan cheese grater and grate off the sprinkles. Now I don't have that, so I'm just gonna use a knife. Okay? Here we go. Is everybody ready? Get rid of these fucking sprinkles. Oh. One second. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, fuck you, sprinkles. Nobody likes you. Oh. And when you're done, you'll have significantly less sprinkles on your vanilla dip donut. That's sexy. Anyway, follow me on Insta and Presto and Mishmash and all the other socials. Poshmark, Bitcoin, All Stars, Also Stars. What's that porn one called? I forgot. It's all good. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you, Joanne. I just want a vanilla dip without sprinkles. Is that so hard to ask for? But anyway. Okay. Now let's get to Brazil's head of household room. Who wants to see my head of household room? I do. Anybody else? Nicole, I don't hear anybody else. You think anybody else is coming? Hello, I am Joe 3PO. I have no feelings or emotions because I am a robot, so I will go with you by default. This does not mean I have selected to go with you or not to go with you. I am just pleading the middle ground here. Thanks, Jojo. Chantel, Jonathan, where are they? I don't think they're coming. Very Republican thing to do, to not see your head of household room. Okay, let's go anyway without them. Look at all these goodies. Look at all those vanilla dip donuts without sprinkles from my spirit animal, Joanne. Oh, look, the screen is coming down, Nicole. It's very exciting, Zilly. Very exciting. I am excited to see what this has in store for you, Brazil. Okay, let's see.
Hey, Brazil, it's Brandon. Now, a little birdie told me that you've been flexing on the competition lately, and I think you're feeling real lucky right about now. I mean, having the good fortune to see little White go quite there and run away like a dog scampering with his tail between his legs. I mean, that is priceless. But I digress. Congratulations to you, Brazil, on your head of household win, and I'm sending you good vibes, good luck, keep on flexing.
Oh, we heard you're a hoe. Again. Oh, I mean 8 to 8. Way to go, girl. Andrew let me know that you won HOH again while I was driving, and Android Auto said Brazil is a hoe again. I had to say it. I'm sorry, girl. Mwah. And Elvis and I are. Get up here, yeah. Say hello to Brazil. Wish her good luck. Tell her to take it away. Bye-bye.
Wow! 2 in 1! That's the best kind of sex there is. Thanks, everyone. Okay, Jojo, we're done here. But I want to stay and hang out with you. Well, I guess you can, but we're gonna have lesbian sex. I am getting out of here immediately. Okay, so now I think that's everything. I forgot to mention, with Curtis being evicted, Lindsay in the draft picks with Nick, Lindsay is down to just Nicole. And Nick has everybody else. Chantel, Jonathan, Jojo, and Nicole. No, Brazil. Nick has everybody except Nicole, and Lindsay has Nicole. Much easier that way. So Nick is up 4-1. Nicole, Lindsay's counting on you, girl. Okay, now it's time to get to the nomination ceremony. I'm Brazil. It is my duty and privilege as head of household to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. And in both of the seasons I've played, I could not be more happier that this is the time I'm doing it. I will pull the name of Nicole's key, and then Jojo's key, and then reveal the 2 nominees. Nicole, you are safe. Jojo, you are safe, which means Brazil has nominated Chantel and Jonathan for eviction. Let's see what she has to say. And by the way, I am reading this verbatim. Chantel and Jonathan are block buddies this week. In the story of Pinocchio, once the boys have spent enough time being bad, they begin to succumb to a deadly curse which turns them into donkeys due to making complete jackasses of themselves and behaving like destructive animals. Jonathan, it was surprising to see you were actually both aspects of Pinocchio, the liar and the jackass. This nomination ceremony is adjourned. Okay, now it's time to get to the rules for the Golden Power Veto competition. So, I told the house guests that the possible times were Thursday 9:30 p.m. and Thursday at midnight. And to please vote on a time. Brazil and Nicole voted on 9:30 p.m. and nobody else voted. So with a vote of 2-0, 9:30 p.m. is the time that we are having it. This competition is called Big Brother Queens. And here's how it works. Big Brother Queens is the classic chess competition that I have in every season of Big Brother. It was won by, stand by, it was won by Tiffany in season 1, Chanel in season 2, so winner has won this, Alvin in season 3, and Nick in season 4. So the winner of the chess competition has made it to at least the final 3 every season, so that's good. This is also the final golden power veto of the season, since next week we are playing for silver veto. So here's how Queens works. 4 of you are standing on corners of an 8x8 chessboard. Brazil, since she's the head of household and needs this win the least, I put her in the middle and I let her choose between number 1, 2, 3, or 4, not knowing who's where, and she chose number 3. So this is the board. I forgot to mention this, so I'm doing it here. You have 1 minute to make each move. One at a time in either alphabetical or reverse alphabetical based on the cover photo. So the order would be Chantal, Jojo, Jonathan, Nicole, Brazil. And if we're going reverse, it's Brazil, Nicole, Jonathan, Jojo, Chantal. You will be able to move like a queen. So you can move as many spaces forward, as many spaces backwards, as many spaces to the left, as many spaces to the right, or as many spaces diagonally in any direction as you wish. But you cannot move like a horse, because queens cannot move like the knight. Once you make a move, the space you were previously standing on is out of play and is a dead square. Which means you cannot land on it. Nobody can land on it again for the rest of the competition. You cannot jump over other house guests, and you cannot jump over squares that are out of play. So you must make moves where you are moving from a free space to another free space without crossing any players or any spaces out of play. Once you are boxed in and you cannot make a move, you are eliminated, and the last player left standing wins. Except there's one last twist to this competition. I believe I did this last season for the first time. It was in season 4. Once you are boxed in and you cannot move, you will have the opportunity to answer a trivia question. If you get the question right, you will get a second chance, and you can move to any square on the board. But if you get the question wrong, you are eliminated. I will be sending the question to you in private messenger, and I've learned my lesson now, if it's, let's say, 9:35, it'll be at 9:35 and 30 seconds. And you have 30 seconds to answer, which means if your response comes in at 9:36, you're too late. Chantal was the one that had that idea, and thank you, Chantal, for that, where if you started at 30 seconds in and the deadline is 30 seconds, then at least you'll know based on Facebook's clock. Make sure, wherever you're playing from, that your internet connection is working. I'm going to be at home, so my internet connection is going to be perfect. And make sure you are ready when I say that your trivia question starts at so-and-so 30, ready to go, because if the clock hits the next minute, you're out. And the last player left standing wins. Okay, let's get to the coin toss to see if we are going in alphabetical or reverse alphabetical order. Okay, ready? Tails. So, Brazil starts first. Yes, Brazil first, then Nicole, then Jonathan, then Jojo, and Chantal goes last. Okay, with that said, who will win the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother Queens Power Veto competition? Find out tomorrow. Saturday, will the winner choose to use it to save Chantal or Jonathan from the chopping block? And who will Brazil nominate as the replacement nominee if they choose to do so? And Sunday is the next live eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 5,000, lose their shot at the $500 Cheesecake Factory gift card, and become the 7th member of the jury. And we will learn the identities of the final 4. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonbest. Take care, and remember, playing hard to get never works. Good night.